This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hey everybody, welcome to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. As always, we are your hosts. I'm Rudy V, along with Anthony Ray. We want to give a special thanks to our producer, Mark Winter, and Pet Life Radio for giving us the opportunity to talk to you guys. Anthony, how are you doing today, man? It is boiling here in North Jersey. What's going on, man?
Oh, well, you said it best. It's boiling. I'm just drenched in sweat whenever I go outside for a second. It's just instant.
Dude, it was like 93 degrees at night. The temperature didn't even drop. It's just a heat wave.
Yeah.
You know? It's crazy. And let me ask you something though. Like when it gets hot like this, do you body sweat and everything? Do you shower any more often than usual? Because we all know that, that's not your best forte. There's
no.
Cleansing. No?
No, because I feel, I'm a believer that sweat is the natural shower.
Like, what you could do? It's gross, but like maybe you could just soap up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing, smart people, sometimes when they know it's just going to downpour and their car just needs a bath and they don't really care, it's like, just soap it up. It'll downpour, it'll rinse off. I kind of do the same thing, like with my body. I like natural things. So why bother with the bathroom and all that, the towel, now you got to wash the towel, all that crap.
Yeah.
When
it's
I could just
unnecessary.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Slap some soap on my face and walk outside during a thunderstorm and boom, bam, done.
You're one of those like body spray guys. Just spray some, cover it up.
I have a lot of Axe body spray.
Right.
Yeah, lots of deodorants. I'm kind of like a doomsday prepper with deodorant. I think I have like 40, 50 of them just in my sock drawer, ready to go.
Right.
In a crisis, screw toilet paper. I have deodorant.
Yeah, listen, if we're in doomsday, I don't want to be standing next to you.
Yeah, right. Well, I would probably keep your distance on that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. But yeah, lots of colognes and Axe body sprays. I get by. Nobody ever really tells me that I stink. Maybe either I don't stink and I cover it up really well, or everybody's just really nice.
No, everybody's really nice. Trust me. Thanks. Me, everybody's especially me, because I spend day in and day out with you, and I'm very, very nice to you.
You know what it is? It's kind of like, how like teachers who teach young children, they tend to not want to have kids sometimes because they just get so much of children throughout their daily lives that they don't need one at home.
Yeah.
I kind of, since I do a lot of bathing dogs, I'm sort of like that, where my hands are real clean and I'm just like dealing with bathtub and soap and water all day, that when I get home, I don't need to be bothered with a shower.
Right.
Who needs that?
Yeah. You're just clean enough.
Yeah, exactly. My hands are clean. That's all that matters. My hands are cleaner than anybody's on the planet. I'll tell you that. Maybe
got clean fingernails from scrubbing dogs all day.
Exactly. So I have a little bit of a crusty crevice.
Man. All right. Whatever. Listen, let's just end the so-called funny segment here. Let's get into our show. Crevice.
And now a word from our friends.
Yeah, you don't say crevice on Pet Life Radio. You don't say that. Anyway, listen, that's what the show is going to be about today, guys. We're going to be talking about the heat wave. We're going to be talking about how it affects our dogs, how it affects ourselves. Obviously, we know how it affects Anthony. But we're going to be talking about some of the dangers of this heat wave and some of the precautions that we should be taking when it comes to our dogs. We're going to have all that when we come back on Groomer Humor.
I have a chocolate cocker spaniel named Lady and a blackmouth cur, and it's a lot of responsibility owning a dog. My dogs don't have any health problems because they're eating what they need to eat.
DINOVITE.com.
Dinovite is like pouring a multivitamin right onto their food. We'll be scooping our Dinovite, then squirting the liquor chops and the fish oil. They start salivating.
You won't believe how happy your dog will be.
I get my Dinovite at DINOVITE.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Groomer Humor. Once again, we are your hosts. I'm Rudy V, along with Anthony Ray. Guys, we are just suffering from an amazing heat wave here in northern New Jersey. I can't say I don't like it that much, though, man. Give me the heat any day of the week. I would rather that than the snow-filled winters that we usually get up here. It's crazy. I would prefer the heat. But with that being said, guys, we got to think about our dogs. We have to think about our dogs in this stuff. Think about it. It's like they're walking around with a fur coat on in this weather. So believe it or not, some dogs with that coat, the coat actually acts as a protective barrier and actually keeps the dog cooler in the summer months, believe that or not. Although they may seem like they're suffering and they're very hot, dogs kind of recycle their air and their moisture through panting. So when you see a dog panting, it's just his way of cooling himself down. But with that being said, guys, please, let's not make the mistake. And man, we still see this every year. And it's just crazy. I just saw this on YouTube. 2 cops saved a puppy that was left in a car in this heat. The puppy was knocking on death's door. They shattered the window. They got the puppy out and they saved it. But man, guys, we really have to please, enough of that. We all know that. You never leave a dog in a car in this kind of weather. People will say, oh, well, I cracked the windows. No, that's not enough. Your dog's going to die. Okay. So that's the bottom line. You never, ever leave a dog or any animal in a car in this type of weather. Please, guys, be safe.
That's so, I cracked a window. That's like telling a scuba diver, here, take a straw. You don't need a snorkel. Just take this straw. Yeah. Okay. And go down. You got your goggles, right? All right. Here, look, I cracked the air for you. Take a straw.
You should be okay.
Yeah, you should be good. Go ahead. Dive down. Dive down. Tell us what you find.
For real.
So, yeah, that's just such odd behavior, odd thinking. I don't know. Yeah.
I get so hot. I feel like walking around in my underwear when we're grooming sometimes. And, whatever. I'm covered.
There, you never know what you're going to get at our shop. We got a basketball hoop back here in the grooming area.
Our shop is I don't know. It's designed for fun.
Yeah.
We like to have fun in our grooming shop.
Well, we're father and son. We do have fun together.
Yeah, we do. Especially, if we can kind of, get you a little cleaner, that would help. But
seems to be that's the only thing you don't really like about me.
Yeah, no, believe me, it's not the only thing, but it's
thanks.
Kind of a priority at this point because it's hot, man.
Boy,
as you said, crevice. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with Anthony's crevice, whatever you guys want to make of that.
Right. Boy, between you telling me people are just nice and that's not the only thing I don't like about you. I'm really just lobbing them up and you're just crushing them out of the park.
Slam dunking them.
I keep giving you chances to be nice to your son, and you're just not taking them.
I am nice to my son.
No, you're not.
I love my son. Listen, another thing we need to talk about, though, with this heat is even you guys that own grooming shops out there, you guys know as well as I do that, your grooming shop can get stifling hot, too. So you got to make sure that you got working air and, definitely don't put cage dryers on or anything like that. You really just want to pay attention to the dogs. Keep a close eye on them. Don't leave them unattended with a dryer on, things like that. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys this, but again, it's just one of those things where, sometimes, it might slip your mind. You don't know. You're just kind of going through the motions and just have to remind ourselves of how hot it is.
Yeah, yeah. Also, speaking of how hot it is, sorry about all the construction noise in the background. That you guys are probably hearing. There's construction outside.
Yep, they're tearing apart our store as we're doing this radio show right now. they're literally, they took my sign down.
Yeah, we have no sign.
Just reconstructing the building here. So
that's funny. We have no sign. Oh, just take your dog. Take your dog down to. They're good.
Yeah. Right. Take your dogs down to nobody.
Yeah. Right. Take your dog. Yeah. You ever heard of that grooming shop? No sign.
No sign.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? I don't know how these guys are out here working. I'm looking at the workers right now. They're on the roof, hot tarred roof. They all got jackets on, long sleeves. I don't know how these guys are doing it, man.
Yeah. You know what? They should just go sit in their cars and crack the window. They'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, sure. Another thing we have to be careful with, guys. We're really jumping around this show.
Dude, I love the way this episode is going. We're saying something about dogs and then saying something completely different.
And then get personal.
I like this dynamic. It's good.
Dude, hot pavement. Hot pavement is very, very dangerous also, guys. Did you ever walk on tar pavement or just hot sand? Well, guys, think about it. Your dogs are feeling the same thing. So in this weather, you might want to try on some booties, get some booties for your dog, or just be really, really careful where you're walking them. You know, if you see that the pavement is all just exposed to the sun, just try to walk your dog in the shade. Or, you know, you could put some like paw wax on the dog's paws. We demonstrate using paw wax in our YouTube videos. And it's just a wax that you can get on Amazon, or you can find it in a pet store or anywhere, basically. And you just smear it onto the pad, and it will create a protective layer on the pad there. So another thing you should just kind of look out for. Definitely be careful. Don't walk your dog on really, really hot surfaces.
Yeah, we usually, I guess I like to call it like the people test. Like, you know, if you want to know what it feels like, take your shoes off and stand on a basketball court on a blistering hot day with no shoes or socks on. Does that feel good? Huh? No, it doesn't. So don't do it to your dog. Yes, their pads are different from the skin on the bottom of your feet and everything, but you know, it can't be that different. Just little things like that. There's also sometimes too, just go with common sense too. There's good days and bad days to bring your dog out to the park to hang out for a period of time. You know, like if it's 110 degrees and you live in Arizona or something, that's probably not the best day to be bringing your dog to the park where there's no grass and, you know, and he's got nowhere to go with his feet. You know what I mean? Unless you got some booties on, like you were saying, or, you know, be smart about it. Just know that they don't have shoes on. Their pads act as their shoes, but it's not like our shoes.
We know we're not talking to the majority here. Most of us know this, but, you know, we're just compelled to remind people, you know, another thing that we have to keep in mind, guys, is water. Bring water wherever you go with your dog. If you have your dog in the car, if you're going for a walk in the park, make sure there's some kind of water access, guys. Dogs will overheat very, very quickly if they don't have water. So, you know, get yourself a collapsible bowl. They make collapsible bowls where you could just fold up, put in your pocket. You can fill it up, you know, in a park, at a water fountain. Just make sure that, you know, your dog has water. So that,
they have a lot of products for that too. Just go look on Amazon. I'm sure they have them. I saw one where it was like a big water bottle that looked like it was for people, and there was a tray like attached to it to like the wall of the outside of the water bottle, and like you detach that and you spray, and you basically spray the water from the bottle into this little tray, and the dog could drink out of it.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, do the old school thing, too. Like, have fun. You know, if you got the sprinkler going, you know, run through the sprinkler with your dog. Dogs love it. I love watching dogs play around with water. It's hysterical. You know, they love biting at it. It's so funny watching dogs with water.
Yeah.
They're either really afraid of it or they just love it, you know?
You know what's weird about the water thing that I was just thinking about this morning? My cat, Dante, when he's bad, you know, we have like a little spray bottle like people have, you know, like, hey, stop that. You know, you squirt him. He runs away. He's petrified of it. But he loves playing with water. He's always in our bathroom sink. It's really weird. Like, you know, if I'm brushing my teeth or something and, you know, I run the water for him for a few seconds, he's shoving his head in it. He kind of like bathes himself. It's really weird. It's like I found the only animal on the planet that both hates and loves water at the same time. It's so strange.
Right. Just leave it to cats.
Yeah, leave it to cats. You can't figure it out. I don't know what the heck's going on with my cat.
And if you were a dog, you would definitely be the dog that was afraid of water.
Yeah.
Because you're afraid of it now.
See right there, that's my point. I would be afraid of the bath water, but me and you have talked about this. When I'm in a pool, I'm graceful. I'm beautiful to watch.
Yeah, you are. It's definitely a sight to see when you're in a pool. You look like one of those like water dancers. Did you ever see those people that just dance in the water?
Yep, I'm like a water dancer that let themselves go a little bit. That's all with no shower cap on.
Right, but you still got moves.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm very elegant in the water. I'm 5'6" and pushing 300 pounds, but you put me in a pool, I float around like an angel.
Yeah, I don't think you're pushing 300 pounds anymore. I think you just, you pushed.
Yeah, I wonder how long I could use the quarantine as an excuse.
Yeah.
It's been over for months now.
It looks good on you, though.
The weight?
Yeah, you carry it well.
Yeah. I don't think my knees are too thankful right now. The other day, I'm only 30 years old. The other day, my left knee just hurt for no reason. I'm too young for that crap.
Age rapidly.
Yeah. It's like, I just got a bad knee now? Come on.
Speaking of that, that's another thing we should look out for too, guys. If at all possible, definitely shed some pounds on your dogs. Dogs being overweight are definitely going to suffer even more in this heat. So, get your dogs out there, walk them around, exercise them, and try to keep their weight down. It's just healthier as well. So
I feel bad for newfies in the summer.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And the Huskies.
Yeah. Huskies and the Samoyeds. Oh my God.
Yeah, these, the winter dogs tend to really, really suffer in this weather. People ask us all the time, though, does shaving them down help? And again, that's up for debate. But we've always said, and we mentioned in past shows, that I think shaving them down does kind of help. They feel the breeze more. So, but it's up to the owner. It's up to what you guys want. If you feel that the dog does better, buzz down, then do it. I mean, we have so many clients that just choose to shave their dogs down, golden retrievers, Samoyeds, and they feel that the dogs do a lot better with a short haircut in this kind of weather. So,
yeah, that's always something to consider, especially if your dog can kind of use a shave down anyway. Some retrievers and Samoyeds get real matted up anyway. So a lot of people, so especially some of our customers, like they'll come in and be like, you know what, just shave them down for the summer because it kind of got out of hand, whatever. Sometimes you never know what's going on in somebody's life. Like, we've barely been able to brush them in the last couple of months, just shave them down, and it's it's a pain, but in the end, it's worth it.
That's why I shave my head. Aunt.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about your old scalp.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about the construction, guys. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but man,
I'm sure they can hear it.
I don't know what they're doing. Listen, why don't we do this? Let's go to break. We're going to come back and sum up the show. So yeah, we'll go to break and we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more about the heat wave.
Hey everybody, it's Rudy and Anthony again, and since you are all such wonderful listeners, we are going to take a quick second to tell you about a lovely product that has come our way. One of the most common issues that we see in our grooming shop on a day-to-day basis is bad dental hygiene. And what if I told you one chew a day for happier, healthier dog years? If you're in the market for a dental treat that does more for your dog, Daily Dose is a 2-in-1 chew that pairs a daily dental scrub with powerful supplements to help with the biggest health concerns facing our dogs. Daily Dose was developed by vets to be simple to use and super effective. Plus, dogs love the taste.
As Anthony said, this is 2-in-1. It's dental hygiene and full body health, a concept that might be lost on Anthony, but it won't be lost on your dog. It's available in 4 benefits: skin health, heart health, joint health, and calming. We should all be so lucky to be able to chew on something that's actually good for us.
We've given out plenty of samples to our customers, and their dogs absolutely love it. So don't waste any time, guys. You're going to go to yourpetsdailydose.com, and for $3 off of your order, use promo code Groomer. That's yourpetsdailydose.com. Use promo code Groomer for $3 off of your order.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. We are your hosts. I'm Anthony Ray, hanging out with my dad, as always, Rudy V. Today, we are talking about a lot as usual, but main point being this heat. It's very dangerous out there, especially for these poor little dogs. Don't be leaving your dog in the car and cracking a window. That's ridiculous. Don't be doing that. My dad had mentioned that there was a YouTube video that just came out. These cops saved this poor puppy, poor little thing. Yeah, just take some steps to make sure your dog has water, all that stuff. Yep. And then, of course, we're knocking on each other left and right. My dad makes fun of me because I don't shower, and I make fun of him because he has a skin yarmulke on his head. So, to each his own, que sera, sera. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm a Judeo-Christian, so I can do that. Okay.
So this has been a very unorthodox show. We actually had a lot of hurdles before we started recording. My dad's computer crashed. That's always fun. That's always fun 10 minutes before your producer calls. We got construction going on. I thought you guys could hear it. Maybe not. We don't know. They're kind of ripping up where we're at outside. They picked a good day for that, of course. So, yeah, it's been a really unorthodox show. We've been bouncing back and forth. We always really do that, though.
We just love talking to you guys, though. So either way, doesn't matter. We'll battle the elements. We just love talking to you guys, and we love your feedback. And once again, it's just it's an honor.
It is treacherous out here, but we will do it for you. It's probably going to be a shorter episode today, guys, because, again, the technical difficulties, and we really did just we don't want to keep joking around too much, because the heat stuff when it comes to your dogs is very, very important. So we want to, even though we have joked around a lot, we want to just stay on topic, and we are going to wrap this one up kind of early, but just be careful. It's really, really hot. We're in New Jersey, and it's summertime, so I'm sure a lot of you are dealing with these issues, and it's really easy to overlook some of this stuff, guys, especially the like the hot ground stuff. That's something that I could definitely see just kind of going right over your head, and you go to the park and whatever, you're hanging out on a basketball court or on a sidewalk or something like that, and you don't realize that your dog's pads could be baking, just sizzling on that sidewalk or on that on that basketball court or what have you, just pavement. So my dad was mentioning earlier, just look into some products, get some paw wax or some booties. I don't know, good luck getting them on some of your dogs. I'm sure some dogs hate it. And if
they look so funny when they try to get them on.
They look hilarious, especially if you want to really, really laugh. Go ahead and look up people putting on booties on cats. That is just a fun afternoon watching those. You'll be addicted.
You'll be binge watching.
Yeah, exactly. But in general, guys, it's real hot out. Italian Greyhounds are the only breeds out there celebrating right now. This is their time. This is their time of the year where they say, I don't know what you guys are all complaining about. It is beautiful out right now.
Either that or they're still cold.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. That those things are just never comfortable.
Italian Greyhounds are always cold.
They're always shaking. But that's pretty much it, guys. Just make sure your dogs are comfortable and hydrated and not burning up, because it happens. So thanks so much for stopping by, guys. As always, we'd like to thank our producer, Mark Winter. Thank you so much, Mark. If you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel. It's called Grooming by Rudy. That's Grooming by Rudy on YouTube.com. Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. We want to hear from all you guys. You could also like Grooming by Rudy on Facebook. Follow Grooming by Rudy on Instagram and Twitter. It has been an absolute pleasure, as always. Until next time, take care of yourselves and your pets.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.